Hi, folks. This is Bob G and living the life and doing a little bit of cooking too. Today, my guest is Tom Garabedian, who happens to be one of my sons. Now, as Tom says, I had 8 sons. He's number 6. Well, now that we got that straightened out, we're into episode number 8. And we're doing leftovers from Thanksgiving here, which I'm sure most of you folks have some. I think you'll enjoy the way Tom puts it together. It's the way our family's done it for years. So watch Tom as he puts things together for you. And what we're going to do today is what I think a lot of you folks ought to be doing back home over the holidays. Nearly all of us, after we've done our cooking and had our Thanksgiving turkey or our Christmas turkey, have leftovers left. We have turkey left over, and we're not going to waste it because we are simple, nutritious, appetizing. In this case, penny-wise, we're wasting nothing. Okay, Tom is going to show us how to make a turkey pot pie. Now, how does that sound, folks? I'm going to let Tom take over now and start cooking and show you what he's doing. I'll sit right here out of the way. Go ahead, Tom.
Thank you for that, Pop. As Pop mentioned, this is a simple, nutritious meal, and it's penny wise because basically all of this stuff is either leftovers, what you already have in the freezer or refrigerator, all right? The turkey, you can use chicken or turkey. We happen to serve turkey, so we have that left over. Some of the big warehouse stores will sell you rotisserie chicken. You bring it home, you have one meal, and the rest sits in the fridge. Take that back out, pick the meat down. All you need is about a cup and a half of chicken or turkey, chunked as you like it, right? So we've got that already chunked up here. Very simply, just cut it into a few pieces here like this. Go ahead and chunk it up however you see fit. This is just coarsely chopped is all I'm doing. A coarse chop on the chicken itself, turkey or chicken, you can see just a coarse chop here. And there we go, that's good enough. That's all white meat there. And a lot of people will like some dark meat as well. So with that, add that in. The dark meat adds an excellent flavor to your pot pie, all right? So we get that in. All right, so that's that's 4 cups of chopped turkey. We won't need all that for today's recipe. Next, what we have are some vegetables, and you can use anything you want. Whatever you happen to have.
Whatever happens to be your favorite is what you use.
That's right.
Okay?
Yeah, and whatever happens to be left over in the fridge from the meal, or we took these right out of the freezer. So what we've got is some whole kernel corn, some frozen peas. These are both frozen right out of the bag. We didn't cook them. These are canned carrots and then potatoes. Now, what we're using is just some canned vegetables. These are par cooked already in the can. Really all we're doing is heating them up. But if you've got fresh potatoes or fresh carrots, I recommend that you par cook these. And all you'd have to do is chop up your carrots, throw them in a microwavable glass container like this. And while you're prepping the other stuff, cook them for a couple of minutes in the microwave. Just get them pre-cooked a little bit. Mm-hmm. The potatoes and carrots, especially these root vegetables, take a little longer to cook than some of your other vegetables. But again, whatever you happen to have, straight out of the freezer or right out of the can. What we're doing here, Pop, is we're chopping our potatoes just into bite-sized pieces. And they don't have to be anything particular, nothing real special about the size. But I like them bite-sized, so when you dig into your pot pie, you're not having to cut it up. You can literally scoop right into your pot pie and put it right in your mouth.
Gotcha. Okay.
Pop, how did you get started cooking in the kitchen? I have some really early memories of working with Mom and Dad in the kitchen.
Yeah.
But what are some of your earlier memories of how you began cooking?
Well, therein does lie a story. I'm pretty old, folks, as you know, and I go way back. And way back, when I was born in my early years, we had a terrible depression in the United States, the worst that we'd ever experienced up to that time and even since then. And my father had taken ill and was incurably ill for the rest of his life, so he couldn't work anymore. And he had a very successful business up to then, but then he couldn't work, and there was my mother, one older brother, my father, and me. My father would be in and out of the hospital, in and then out, in and then out. Well, we needed to get some way to get money, to make money, to put food on the table and have a roof over our head. Now, we rented a place up in South Boston, which is where we live, Tom. The rent back then was $25 for a whole house, or a good size apartment. Cold water flats when you got to apartments, they called them. So my father would be in the hospital or out of the hospital, but not able to do much. So my mother got a job and my brother got a job. He had to leave high school when he was 16 years old so that we could get some money to pay the rent and have food on the table. Well, they'd work all day long and then they'd come home. So I said, why don't you teach me to cook a few things and then maybe I could have something ready for you when you came home. Well, the first thing they taught me how to make was meatloaf. And someday I'm going to make that meatloaf for you folks when we're doing a little bit of cooking. All right?
All right.
So that's how I started, Tom. And I may not have been a great cook, but boy, when you come home from work and you're tired and you're hungry, it tastes darn good. So this is how I got started, Tom.
What a great story. I love to hear the story of how you get started in cooking. I love to point out to everybody that, hey, what makes a good cook? Someone who likes to cook. Because if you like to cook, you'll keep trying different recipes or maybe the same recipe over and over again, and eventually you'll become very good at it.
That's right. That's right.
Cooking is like love. Is that right, Pop?
I tell you, cooking is loving is my motto. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. And I hope I've given that love to all of my 12 children.
And I'm loving it here. Some of my earliest memories were standing on a chair in front of the stove making scrambled eggs in the morning, Saturday morning.
Right.
My mom, I was number 9 of 11 children, 9 of 12 children, and Mom did all the cooking, but it was out of necessity. On the weekends, Pop would cook out of love, and he loved to cook. We loved to take part in that. What I'm doing now is I took the gravy, this again, just leftover gravy. You can open a can if you'd like, or you can use a powdered mix. Really doesn't matter. All we're going to do now, folks, is we're ready to put it together. Is that all right, Pop?
Say that again.
We're ready to put it together. Is that okay?
Absolutely ready to go.
So again, we're just going to take some of our chopped turkey and chicken, right, into the bowl here, and maybe a little bit more. Just a couple of cups. I'm going to take my carrots, add some of my carrots in, my potatoes.
You see how carefully Tom measures everything?
You
Don't worry about
That's
it,
right.
folks. If it's off a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons, what's the difference? It's your family and it's to your taste.
That's right. Excellent point, Pop. To taste. Salt and pepper, it's just a taste, folks. Whatever you think is appropriate. I like a little fresh ground black pepper.
Okay.
a little bit of salt. Now keep in mind, if these are leftovers, you've already salted and seasoned them. But feel free to salt them and season it liberally. Your gravy's going to have salt in it.
Tom, did you say to me earlier that you were going to put some garlic powder in there too?
We can if you'd like. Would you like to add a little
I
garlic?
love garlic.
Let me just take a
I
quick
do
look in here,
myself.
Pop. I've got garlic right inside here. Here we are here. And again, this is a testament to whatever works for you, whatever you prefer. A little bit of garlic powder right on top there, fresh garlic, whatever you happen to have is fine. All right?
Great.
Does that look
Great.
good, Pop?
That's good.
All
Yeah.
right, so now we're just going to add some gravy here, and that's probably a cup and a half of gravy. We're going to take a look at this. The gravy is, again, to taste. All we're doing is mixing this up so we get a nice consistent mix of the vegetables, chicken, seasoning, and gravy in there, okay? And what I'm seeing is it's a little bit drier than I'd like. So I'm just going to add a little more gravy. You see that, Pop? Does
I
that look
see,
good?
Tom. I see.
So a little more gravy in there. Add it all if you'd like. It's not going to hurt it. Okay?
That looks good enough to eat right now.
Oh, and it smells delicious already, doesn't it?
Ooh,
All
oh
right.
boy.
So there we have it. Really, very, very simply so far. Now we're going to take our baking dish, and we've already preheated our oven to 350 degrees. Now some folks will use a 2-pie crust system. They're going to line their pie plate with the pie crust, prick it with a fork, and cook it.
I see.
We're making it simple. We're skipping the bottom crust altogether. Okay? So our mixture is going to go right in here, just like this. And wow, that is a deep, deep dish. Do you want me to add a little more to that, Pop, or does that look good?
That looks plenty.
All
That
right.
looks just about right, Tom.
So there we go. We've got a nice mixture. Now, if you want to, you could roll this out, right, on a floured surface,
Yep.
but we're going to keep it simple. This is a
Okay.
store-bought.
I love simple.
The simpler the better, honestly, folks, because as Pop mentioned, you know, a lot of us were working. We don't have time. So time is our most valuable resource, right? It's one thing we never get any more of.
Gee, I'm doing pretty good at getting a lot of it, Tom.
Time with our families, right?
Yeah.
But if you wanted, you could roll this out on a floured surface. I'm just going to unroll the pre-made pie dough, and this is it, right on top, just like that. And all I'm doing is kind of pinching it to the surface here so that the gravy doesn't boil over. Give us a little bit of a rim here. How's that look, Pop? Does that look okay?
I noted that point you said. Now you're pressing it against the plate so that the gravy won't boil up and over as
That's
you're
right.
doing it.
That's right.
Good point, Tom.
Put a couple of slits in here. Let some of that steam escape. Right?
Great.
And that's it.
Wow, that came together real quick, didn't it?
Isn't it, Pop? And it is so simple. Again, whatever you got in the refrigerator as far as leftover vegetables, or take it right out of the freezer, pop it in there, chopped chicken or turkey, whatever you get left over. Frankly, this would even work with any protein you prefer. So whatever protein you prefer, you could even use, if you were vegetarian, you could use something like a tofu or anything like that.
I see.
But any protein will work with this. And what we've created now is this is going to go right in the oven.
Now, could you use hamburgers too if you wanted
Certainly
to?
could. Anything you want. As a matter of fact, you could even skip the protein. What you got is a really savory meal with your potatoes, your starches, your vegetables, the gravy all in here. It's all in there. It's going to be delicious anyways. So whatever you choose to put in there is up to you.
So what you're doing is really following our motto. Keep it simple, make it a snack. Make it simple. Certainly nutritious. I hope it'll be appetizing, and it's certainly penny-wise.
Absolutely. Now, there's one other thing I'm going to mention. We're going to pop this right in the oven at 350 degrees. I think my wife said 45 minutes on this. All we're really doing, and keep in mind, everything in here is already cooked. What we're doing is cooking the pastry on top, browning that nicely, and
I
heating
see.
everything up. Or go ahead and cover that up, put it right in the freezer. You've got a ready-made meal that in 45 to 50 minutes, pop it in the oven, and you're ready to go.
Great, great. That's a great idea, and that it depends on how much you have. Now, you could have easily made 2 pot pies if you wanted, Tom,
Easily.
and could eat one for supper tonight, and then have the other one, put it in the freezer, and just bring it out anytime we're in a hurry to have a supper and don't feel like cooking.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, Pop, Leslie has just got done making turkey pot pies at our house. And again, she used the leftover turkey and stuffing and vegetables and so forth. She put them in tins that you can buy at the dollar store, just aluminum tins, froze them and sent them home. Well, everybody, it's been 45 minutes since we put the turkey pot pie in the oven, and I'm about to pull it out and show you all what it looks like. Pop, I just want to thank you for including me in your video today.
Tom, it was really great, and I love the way you just go right ahead and make it happen. No hesitation, he does the job.
I learned from the best. All right,
Yeah.
a couple of pot holders, Eileen, and then we'll go ahead and...
On the side, right here, right here.
oh, all right, good.
All right.
And do you want me to just put it right on this?
Mm-hmm.
So this has been in here 350 degrees for 45 minutes. And this.
Oh, look at that
beautiful.
bubbling away.
Oh,
Oh,
that looks beautiful.
boy, does that look good.
Oh, by the way, folks, I should have mentioned this earlier. This was a nice deep dish, so I didn't have to worry about it too much. But I just put a baking dish underneath it, just in case that gravy boils up and over. Just helps with the cleanup a little bit. We're going to let this cool just a few minutes, and then we'll cut into it and dig in.
That sounds good to me.
All right. So what I'm doing now, folks, is it's a turkey pot pie, but because we didn't use the bottom crust and it really hasn't set yet, it's still hot, it's not going to come out as a wedge. So I'm just using a spoon.
Okay.
You want to dig right in, Pop? Or
No, I'll just go.
can you...
And Tom, I don't eat much. Half
Okay.
of that'd be
Well,
plenty
this is
for me.
this is for us to show. How's that?
Oh,
And
okay.
here we go.
Oh,
And look at that. Savory, delicious turkey and vegetables, gravy.
Oh
That
boy.
is a complete meal right there. I'll give you just a little bit here, Pop. A little bit of that
There we go.
with a touch of the pastry.
Oh boy, that's great.
there's your
That's
forks
great.
right there. Yep.
All right.
Well, I suppose it's almost too hot to eat now.
It
huh?
is.
But he's,
Yeah.
So
gonna,
be careful.
he's gonna dive in. That's it.
Okay.
And again, these are all bite-sized pieces, hopefully. So good. That dark meat has so much
Oh,
flavor.
that hot and delicious. Oh, is that good?
Oh yeah. And the weather is cold outside.
I want to thank you, Tom, for coming in and cooking with me today. That is a delicious turkey pot pie, I tell you, folks. It's really tasty. Now, if you liked what you saw and how we did things, just put a like, give us a thumbs up, and subscribe. And I think I've got it right. I'm still new at this stuff, so forgive me if I'm not saying it professionally. But I do thank you, Tom. Love you.
I love you too, Pop.